Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. Do me a favor, please, whether it's possible, try to join with your with the camera, guys. Let's begin right now, people. Let's start. So, guys, how are you today? Let's see. Give me a second. So, people, let's begin with today's class. Let's start today, and I want to know how was your day today. So I'll start with Carlos. How was your day today, Carlos?
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
As you know, I have to go to the office 3 times per week. The rest of the week I stay at home. So today was the second day for going home. We're going to the office. So we are a little bit busy there because we are in the second, half of the year.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they're become more intensive, the activities there. People are in the hurry, looking for, comply with the goals that everyone had to deliver almost end of the year. So that's the reason why we are requested to, share information, work together with other people in teams, and look for completing the project of the year, and of course make and prepare some information for the next coming year, because we start to prepare our coming budget. So there are several things to do, but it's good because we can be occupied on those things instead of be in other state and the work. That's good. So at that time, this is the routine at the office.
Okay. I see. Excellent. Great. Let's see.
Yeah.
What about Claudia? How was your day today?
Well, hi everybody.
Hello, Claudia.
A tired day, but also I was worried because a few hours ago I was feeling a big headache, a pain, and I don't know how do you say mareos.
Dizzy.
Easy.
Yes.
Dizzy. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't know, teacher. I am here, but I don't feel so well.
You don't feel well. Okay, lady. If by any chance you think that you have to rest or something, tell me and you can go ahead and do it, okay?
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much. People, we are going to continue with yesterday's topic. Yesterday we were talking about give me just a second. So guys, yesterday we were talking about conditionals. We will continue with conditional sentences. So that's what we are going to do. And let's go right now. Let's continue with this one, guys. So before we continue with it, just let me see one more person. Dali, how was your day today?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you very well.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening,
Well,
sir.
my day was a great day. I did a lot of things. Actually, I visit one of my customer. It was a great day. A little bit tired, but it was a great day. Thanks to God.
Okay, good. That's great, you know. So, excellent people. So guys, we will continue with the conditional sentences, guys. Yesterday we saw the conditionals that they have an effect. Well, something that happened in the past with an effect right now, right? So let's see, give me an example of a conditional sentence. Martha, please. Give me one example of a conditional sentence. Hello,
Oh.
Martha, good evening.
I don't know if you want example for yesterday class, but I don't remember anything because I was just a listener. Because I
Okay,
was
you
at
were-
my father's memorial and I
yeah,
didn't
I
have the
remember
chance.
you said that one. What
Yeah.
about the class before yesterday? What do you
Third
remember about it?
conditional.
Third
I remember
conditional?
third
Yeah,
conditional. We were studying that. Oh my goodness. I have a big problem with conditional because I always get confused with second, third, and I can get my mind clear about that. But let me try. If I will study it more,
mhm,
I will have I have to use a verb and participle, right? I haven't lost the opportunity to work in Europe.
okay. Joaquin, what do you think? Is that one yes, not? So what's your idea? Could, let's see,
I'm sorry, do you
could
want
you
me
repeat
to
again,
give you
Martha,
an
please?
example? Oh.
Okay. If I let me remember again. If
I remember a study in Europe.
yeah, but if I but I said something about studying.
Yeah, studying.
Yeah.
And you would
I
travel to Europe.
will, yeah, I wouldn't have lost the opportunity to work in Europe, something like that.
What do you think, my friend?
Could you please repeat the whole sentence, Martha?
I can remember the first part.
Don't worry, make another one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're getting in
I thought
trouble
you were
walking.
asking me.
You're getting in
Okay,
trouble walking.
If I
Okay,
had, my example could be if I had continued studying the university, I would be an engineer now.
Okay. So
If I had continued the university, I would
mhm.
be an engineer now.
Okay, that's the one that we learned yesterday, right? So guys, good, excellent. We are going to continue with this one, guys, because there is another conditional that we need to learn. And today, guys, we are going to do more TOEFL exercises like the ones that we practiced yesterday, okay? The lectures. Why? Because Friday, guys, we will have our activity, okay? So that's what we are going to do. And let's go right now. Second, guys. Yes, Diego, you have a question. Go ahead. What's your question?
Before I start the class, I mean the subject. Well, the people that are working with Speak English are asking to my boss if I'm gonna be in the next level because I have to sign out and all of those things.
They,
The
they are
document.
asking if you will continue with the program, not if you are going to pass or something like that.
Ah, okay.
Don't
That
go.
was that was my question because I'm not sure. I think that yes, but I'm not sure.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Because I don't remember my grades, so I'm not sure. So
You can go ahead and look at them. Guys, todavía no les he subido. I promise you tomorrow, I will send you the score updated, okay? So tengo que
Thank you,
subirles
because I want to
el
know.
último del Just that we saw.
Okay, thank you.
But they are asking you if you are going to continue with the program.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's go right now. And we go with the second form of a mixed conditional, guys. Okay, so give me just a second. Okay, guys, so look at this one, people. Past result of a present or a continuing condition, guys. Past result with a present continuing condition, okay? So look at this one, guys. If this thing happened, that thing would have happened, okay? So it's like, for example, imagine this scenario. You are walking and you see Miss, I don't know, you see Miss Gabriela Bukele, and she is sick at that moment, okay? And she says, please help me, someone help me. And she's having, I don't know, she's having, she's feeling dizzy at the moment. She says, please help me, okay? And you don't know what to do. What do I do? I'm not a doctor, what do I do? And you see a doctor is coming, okay? And the doctor helps Miss Bukele, and now she pays me the doctor, and she gives $3,000 to the doctor because the doctor saved her life, okay? Did you do something? No, you didn't do anything. You didn't even call the doctor because the doctor was passing in front, so you didn't do anything. And you see the result now in the present, right? That doctor now is rich. Now it's not rich, $3,000, but well, in these days, guys, the $3,000 are nothing, right? So people, you see that man, he has $3,000 now, and you say, and you remember those days that you wanted to be a doctor, and you say, if I were a doctor, if I were a doctor, that thing happen, guys? If I were a doctor, did that thing that we are talking about happen? No. You are saying if I were a doctor, but you are not. Okay, you are a computer technician, you are a lawyer, you are something else, you are an English teacher.
Mister,
But no an doctor. Yeah, tell me, go ahead.
is that correct? If I were, or should I say if I was?
Good question, guys. So people memorize this thing, learn it by heart. Guys, do you know what is the meaning by heart?
De corazón.
Learn something by heart. It means
Corazonada.
not really. When somebody tells you learn it by heart, apréndaselo de memoria. Okay. So people, I tell you to learn this one by heart. Okay. What? When we use conditional sentences, we are going to say all the time, I wear, you wear, he wear, she wear, it wear, we wear, they wear. Forever and ever, guys. Conditional sentences, we are going to use forever and ever. Where? For imaginary situations, for situations that are not true, for imaginary things, we are going to use this one, guys. Okay? If I wear, if you wear, if he wear, if Miguel wear, if Liliana wear, if Marta wear, if Carlos wear, if Diego and Joaquin wear. Okay? So why? Because we use something that is called, later on, guys, si están conmigo en el nivel 6, yo se los enseño, guys. We use subjunctive, okay? The subjunctive is the maximum. If you can speak English, you know how to use subjunctive, okay? You will see sentences like this. I recommend he go to the doctor. Look at the sentence. This sentence is super advanced. It's not a mistake. He goes to the doctor. No. I recommend he go to the doctor. I would say your mother, she do exercise. She does exercise? No, she do exercise. Okay, so that is subjunctive. That's another story, guys. So at this moment, learn it by heart. Al final, guys, en las últimas 4 semanas del 6, si están conmigo, yo se los enseño. Solo he estado una vez con un avanzado 6, guys. So, and I taught them this. So why? Because this is the last thing, okay? So, people, so if I were a doctor, si yo fuese un doctor, if I were a doctor, that thing is not true, guys. That thing is not true. You are not a doctor. So, but look, that thing would have happened. ¿Qué habría pasado? I would have.
Mister,
If I were a doctor, I would have helped her. Si yo hubiese sido un doctor, la habría ayudado. Okay, and we can mix the mixed thing. In I would have money now. Okay, we even mix the mixed. Okay, so if I were a doctor, I would have helped her and I would have money now. But this is not true because this didn't happen and you were not this. Okay, so that's what it is. This is not necessary, guys. The last part, not necessary.
Mister,
Yes, sir, tell me.
do you remember my example yesterday?
No, I don't remember your example. Go ahead, say it.
I was telling you
I
that
told you.
I told you.
Guys, one thing, let's improve our English. Don't say tell, okay? Tell, it's too machete, okay? As I mentioned yesterday to you, as I stated
I know.
yesterday, we sound more professional. As I stated, okay?
As I stated yesterday.
I stated, my friend, repeat after me, stated.
Stated.
As I stated yesterday,
As I stated yesterday, I say if I was more confident in that moment, but now I get confused because I'm not sure if I have to use where.
you have to use where.
okay.
Americans, guys, Americans use was, but it's incorrect. It's like we say I got, and that doesn't mean that it's correct, right? So the
Okay.
same, Americans say if this person was blah blah blah. The correct thing would be if this person were. Okay, that's
Okay.
the formal thing. Okay,
It
but you
doesn't
will
matter.
hear Americans saying was, so it's okay.
Okay, thanks.
Good. So guys, like that, let's look at some examples right now. Help me reading the first example, Marta, please.
If I wasn't afraid of spiders, I would have picked it up.
Good, excellent. Next example, please, Liliana.
I would have picked it up if I wasn't afraid of spiders.
Good, excellent. Next example, please, Carlos, if we didn't.
Hey, if we didn't trust him, we would have shocked him months ago.
Good, sack him. Guys, what is the meaning
Okay.
of sack? Any idea, people? Mr. Joaquin, we really appreciate everything you did in our company. You are a really good employee. We really appreciate all your effort and everything, but we are going to finish your contract this day.
It's like a hire. No,
The
the
missing,
positive of hire.
the missing.
We are going to finish your contract today.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
That's the meaning of the
positive
word.
hire.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joaquin. You were such a great help.
You know,
Uh-huh,
You're gonna make him cry.
I
like that.
have heard that one in some places. I remember once. So, good. Next example, please. We would, Miguel.
All right, let's see. You said the next one, right?
This one.
All right, we will have stopped him. I'm sorry, I cannot see very well. Sorry. Let me do this right here. All right. Oh, thank you so much. I'm blind, man. I don't know what's going on with my eyes.
I know that feeling, bro.
Honestly, I'm blind. So the sentence said, we would have stopped him months ago if we didn't trust him.
Yeah, good. Next example, please. Dali.
The next one is, if I wasn't in the middle of another meeting, I will have been happy to help you.
Claudia, the last one, please.
I could have been happy to help you if I wasn't in the middle of another meeting.
Good, guys. So as you can see, a past situation that didn't happen with a result that didn't happen to. So like that, guys, something that didn't happen at the end. So people, that's what it is, right? That's what it is. So this is the structure, guys. Let's see. On the chat, please, on WhatsApp chat, or no, let's do it here on Zoom chat, please, guys. I will send you the website to this one, guys. Let's create one example, okay, guys? Let's go with one example, please. Send it here on Zoom chat, okay? And we have the first example right here. If I wasn't wake up late, my friend, remember the structure and what we said, was or where?
where I forgot it, sorry.
Okay,
But I saw some examples, teacher, that they maybe has a mistake.
go ahead, send that, we will check it, okay? So let's do it right now. I won't tell you if it is correct or incorrect, guys. Let's do it, send it, and we will check it later, okay? Give me a second, guys. I will be right back. Just give me 1 second.
Hey guys, I have a question. So we are going to resolve the test, or what do we need to do? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
You have to send an example for a syntax.
Sorry, I did not hear you. I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
You have to send an example
So,
in the Zoom chat.
so we are, I don't know, I'm dying. All right, so, do we need to write it down some sentences, right?
One example, yes.
I'm sorry. I like the colors on your brackets. I saw you. Who is the person with brackets?
No, I'm using brackets.
You? What is the color?
Sky. Celeste.
Liliana, I want to use bracket too. Do you have a recommendation for me?
Well, my recommendation is not go to orthostatic center.
Are you able
Oh,
to eat? Yes
I
or
want
not?
to go to mi dentista, but I'm not sure if a good idea. If it's a good idea.
No, it's a good idea, to be honest. So I had to use bracket when I was a child, but my parents could not pay for my bracket, so I'm
And you
using
didn't
bracket.
finish your process.
Yeah, I have been using bracket for years.
The rest, guys, send the example, please.
Okay,
Perdón.
You can continue talking about dentist,
Bracket.
guys.
About
Brackets and
bracket.
stuff like that.
The thing is that I want to start using it because I need it, but I'm not sure where I can go. So I asked to Liliana because she is using it.
No, I started my treatment in orthostatic center, but after that, after pandemic, I changed to the orthodontist. And for me, it has been better.
I want to try it with mi dentista, and before that, I hear about MM Clinica. I'm not sure how to say it, and somebody told me that it's not a good idea because the person that are working with you with your teeth are not the doctors, are like students, and you never be with the
Working
same
on
doctor
your teeth.
on your teeth.
Yep.
Correct.
No, orthostatic has the same problem.
I don't like too much.
So a lot of dentists are the students.
Well, okay, thank you.
My dentist, the name of the clinic is Universo Dental. I almost finished my treatment.
I want maybe the next week I'm going to have my brackets, but I'm nervous. It's the first time that I'm gonna use it.
No, it's very painful, but at the end, I think vale la pena. How do you say vale la pena?
It is worthy.
Okay.
After all the process.
Okay, guys, let's see.
Process painful.
No pain, no gain.
I'm sorry, guys. Ah,
Bless
okay,
you.
guys. Thank you. So let's see. Let's look at your examples right now. No, I cannot do that. Let's see. We cannot see it. Anyways, guys, you can go with me on the chat right now, and you can see the first example right there. If I were early at the office every day, I would complete the project before the deadline. So guys, that's a hypothetical situation. And that is second conditional. So it's not mixed conditional. Okay? Why not? Remember, the mixed conditional is an action that happened in the past that how can I say it? No, an action, if that action had happened in the past, if that action had happened in the past, it would have had an effect in the past. Okay? Si yo hubiese tenido, si yo fuese, si yo no tuviese, si yo no comiese, something like that. Okay? So if I were early at the office every day, I would have completed the project before the deadline. Si yo estuviese siempre a tiempo en la oficina todos los días, ¿está usted en la oficina todos los días a tiempo? Con esta oración me está diciendo no. ¿Ok? ¿Terminó el proyecto de la semana pasada? No. So you use this scenario, right? If I were early at the office every day, I would have completed the project. So careful with that one right there, guys. Let's see. You would have finished your task, finished, remember Diego, ed at the end, if you weren't sleep all the morning. Guys, can I use the verb to be with a normal verb? Can I say, I was go to the gym? Is that sentence okay, guys? What do you think? Yes? No? Maybe. I was go to the gym.
No.
That's incorrect. So what you use past. Okay? I went to the gym. The same here. You would have finished your task if you didn't sleep all the morning. Habrías terminado tu tarea si no durmieses, si no
¿Hubieras dormido?
hubieras dormido. Ya, pero hubieras es como que se nos viene a la mente que tenemos que usar el had. No, guys, in English you can say this one, remember, it will have a different connotation. Can guess what's the difference between third conditional and this mixed conditional? The third conditional is a hypothetical situation in the past. Okay, so, but this one is a situation that didn't happen in the past. And you are making like, sorry, you are trying to give me a second again. You are trying to imagine what would have been the results of this one. So guys, that's what you use here. Give me a second. Remember, guys, remember to use this one. This one, people, we use it is if you go to the website, these mixed conditional sentences refer to a real present situation, and it's probable but unreal. So guys, es como que si esto pasase ahorita, esto habría pasado. Diferente al tercer condicional que es si esto hubiera pasado. Okay? So, you would have finished if you didn't sleep all morning. Okay?
Oh,
Si no
did I use
durmieses todo el día,
if?
habrías terminado. Es un durmieses. Okay? So, like that, guys.
So I didn't understand if I used the mixed conditional or third conditional in my example.
So the example was meant to be used with the mixed conditional, this one, okay? That one was the idea, that you use this one.
So the idea was correct.
Yours is not correct because first grammar mistakes.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
I know. I
second-
mean the idea, not the sentence or all.
Tell me what idea you wanted to convey.
Yeah, the idea that you already said.
So
Different
if it is what I said, no, it's incorrect. So you have
Okay.
to modify those things. Let's
Okay.
see, next one. Let's see Liliana's. If I were a millionaire, I would have created a foster center for cats and dogs. I would have created, because if not, right now, this is a hypothetical situation, okay? Guys, I'll tell you this in Spanish. Vaya, veamos todos los condicionales como los ocupamos. El 0 y el primero los dejamos aparte, esos son fáciles. Vamos al segundo, guys. El segundo condicional lo ocupo para hablar situaciones hipotéticas, situaciones que yo me imagino que pasarían, ¿ok? En el futuro. Si yo tuviese $1, me compraría un chori, ¿ok? No tengo ni el dólar, ni me puedo comprar el chori ahorita. So, es más, vale 1.10 ahora.
Ni vale un dólar.
Y ni valen $1, cabal, valen 1.10. Entonces, it's impossible. Nada de eso va a pasar. ¿Ok? Si yo fuera una cuca, viviría en el baño. So, it's a hypothetical. No, this is an unreal situation. ¿Algún día se convertirá en una cucaracha usted? No, never in the life.
Ni que fuera Frank Kafka.
Oh yeah, if you're Frank Kafka, yes, you can. So, well, what was the name of that guy? Frank Kafka is the writer, pero el tipo tenía un nombre. And it even more.
Metamorphosis.
I'm sorry, lady.
Metamorphosis.
That's the name of it. That's the name. And it doesn't say that he turned into a roach. It says into a bug. So cualquier insecto puede haber sido un escarabajo. So guys, entonces that's second conditional. Okay. If I had money, I would travel to Europe. I'm sorry, guys. I want to sneeze, but I can't. Okay. Second conditional. Vámonos al third conditional. When do I use third conditional? Yo me imagino una situación en el pasado. Situación hipotética, pero en el pasado. Okay. So, I would have let's see. Si yo hubiera sido el hermano de Hitler, lo hubiera matado de chiquito. Okay. So, it's a condition. And I see Sibel is like, what? He's crazy. So, situación hipotética. Pero ¿cuándo fue esa situación hipotética? No es en el futuro como el chori que me voy a comprar cuando tenga ese dólar. Ese $10. Esta situación es hipotética en el pasado, right? So, let's see. Yeah, Marta, tell me.
I have a question with second conditional. It could be in the hypothetical situation in the present too, or just in the future?
It's a future. So you cannot have hypothetical situations in the present. Sin la ayuda de un condicional mixed. Ya lo veremos.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's what it is. Third conditional, situations that are hypothetical, but in the past, guys. Vámonos al primer mixed conditional, okay? So this one, if I had, si yo hubiera, ¿qué? Guys, si yo hubiera, good. People, si me hubieran dado el grupo intermedio 2, de las 8 de la noche pasado, right? ¿Me dieron ese grupo? No, me dieron ustedes. Entonces, si me hubieran dado ese grupo, ¿cuál sería el efecto para nuestro curso? Yo no estaría aquí. You would be with a different teacher, okay? You would be in a different class. You would be learning something else today, okay? So you see, a past situation that affects the present, okay? Past situation that affects the present.
Can I say, teacher, if I had
Gotten,
use,
if I had gotten, remember past
if I
participle?
gotten to the USA, I would have with another wife, or maybe.
If I had
be.
traveled, if I
Yeah.
had traveled to the USA.
Okay.
So if
Or
I
I
had
good.
will
traveled
have
to the USA,
another
I would have
family.
a different wife.
Green for Medardo.
As an
Jose,
example.
is she
A
around?
blondie wife.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so make sure
nothing
she doesn't,
happened.
make sure she doesn't hear you.
It's an hypothetical situation.
Mañana lo vamos a ver con gran ojo.
You
Morado,
wish
right?
it.
A dormir con el perro.
Medardo, does your wife speak English?
Does your wife speak English? They say.
No more. No, a little bit. But some word.
That's why he feels free, right? So
That's right.
good. Look, this is what happens, right? Past situation with a present result. Okay. Esa es la primera versión del mixed conditional. Vámonos a la última versión del mixed conditional. ¿Qué pasa aquí en esta última versión, guys? Well, hablemos de algo irreal ahorita, algo que no existe ahorita. ¿Ok? Algo que no existe en este momento que hubiera afectado el pasado, guys. ¿Ok? So, por ejemplo, if I were a doctor, no, let's change it.
If I were a mechanic, I will fix my car.
Pero eso es algo que usted haría.
Yeah.
Futuro.
Yeah.
Sería algo como esto, guys. If I were, imagine this scenario, okay? Imagine this scenario. You are traveling right now with your family. You are in a family trip, okay? But you are going to go to one place you don't like, okay? You are going to go to visit people you don't like, okay? This weekend will be boring, okay? You know, it will be a boring weekend. You are going to stay in a place you don't like with people that you don't like that much, probably. And you feel terribly, you feel extremely bored, okay? What are you going to say? You will say something like this. If I were not coming to this trip, si no hubiera venido a este, lo correcto es que ustedes dijesen, si yo no hubiese venido, pero nadie en el español salvadoreño, we don't use that one, right? So, si yo no hubiese venido a este viaje, acción irreal, ahorita en el presente, ¿verdad? Porque sí está en el viaje. If I weren't coming to this trip, if I weren't, if I weren't coming to this trip, sus amigos tenían una salida el fin de semana, iban a ir al Tunco, iban a ir a hacer carne asada, no sé, iban a irse a tomar unos frutsis and stuff like that, right? You say, pero eso fue ayer, guys. Usted dice, si no hubiera venido a este viaje, me habría ido con aquellos. Me hubiera ido con aquellos. Es el hubiera, guys. Okay? So, it's like this.
The hubiera never exist, teacher. Come on.
So, yeah, you know, And this is the reason why we are saying this one. Okay, it doesn't exist. You cannot do anything because you are not the thing. You are not the event is happening there. You are, well, you cannot change the event that happened already. And at the end, you are just talking. So if I weren't coming to this trip, I would have gone with my friends. I would have traveled to El Tunco. I would have been in El Tunco Beach. Okay, that's
So
what it is.
teacher, so
And
we
this is
always, we need to use where, give us a negative, weren't.
You can use were, weren't, didn't, or simple past. For example, if I didn't cook that well, si yo no cocinase tan bien, if I didn't cook that well, I wouldn't have impressed my family with the Christmas dinner. Si yo no cocinase tan bien, no los habría impresionado en la cena de Navidad. Okay, so.
I ask this
Yeah,
because
true.
I saw some example that that said if I wasn't.
You know, that's what I mentioned, guys. The correct thing is weren't,
Okay.
but you can use wasn't. It's
Mister.
not incorrect, but it's not. So guys, English is not like Spanish, okay? So English is more permissive with grammar exceptions, right? Spanish, no, right? So there are a lot of rules you need to follow. That's why we have a lot of exceptions, rules that you need to follow, things like that. So English is not like that. So that's something you can do. For example, there are no redundancies in English. In Spanish, yes. Okay. We say them. A veces las decimos, respeto respetuoso,
Aquí me
entrar para
apello.
adentro, salir para afuera, stuff like that. So,
Aquí me apello.
So,
Yeah.
Mister, we can use did instead of were.
yeah, but you are using a verb, right? If I didn't cook,
Yeah.
if
yeah,
I
it's
didn't,
kind of an
if I didn't
auxiliary.
have, yeah. Or you can use the past. If
Mhm.
I ate all that food, si yo comiese toda esa comida, if I ate all that food, I couldn't have slept well. I couldn't have slept well. Okay, si yo hubiese comido todo eso, no podría haber dormido. Okay,
How
pero lo
could,
más
how could,
Ajá, go
sorry,
ahead.
how could you say that example using were? If I were,
If I weren't, si está en el momento puede ocupar weren't. Por ejemplo, if I weren't eating all this food, si yo no estuviese comiendo todo esto, if I weren't eating, okay? But you need to use the
Okay.
verb in past. Lo más común,
and
guys,
the
es que
verb
con
is
esta-
gerund.
that's right. The most common thing is that you use verb to be, okay? So that's the
Okay.
most common. If I weren't afraid, remember that example. If I weren't afraid of spiders, si no le estuviese miedo a las arañas, if I weren't afraid of heights, if I weren't a Salvadorian person, I wouldn't have understood the sentence she said. Si yo no fuese salvadoreño, no habría entendido eso. Okay, so like that. So that's how you use it. That's the most common thing you use where you don't use other verbs, guys. You can use them. Más en oraciones negativas. If I didn't, y ocupamos un verbo. If I didn't come, if I didn't watch, if I didn't see, if I didn't cook. And then the continuation, guys. That's how you use it. Do you have any question, guys?
Is my example in the chat
Tell
correct?
me the examples tell me the example in the chat.
If I were an engineer, I would have been promoted to a better job position at the company.
Repeat again, please.
if I were an engineer, I would have been promoted to a better job position at the company.
Yeah, I would have been promoted.
Okay.
So guys, that's how we use it. That's how we use it. So, questions, people.
I have one example, teacher.
Go ahead, tell me, what's your example?
If I haven't eaten much in the last
If I
year,
hadn't eaten, ya ahí eso es third conditional, my friend.
third.
Yeah. Los hadn't, los had, those are third conditional. Ok, me está hablando de una situación hipotética en el pasado, no en el presente. So that's the thing, okay? So
It's so confused because it actually this was this example. This was my example that I already written in the chat.
so if I hadn't eaten, ¿cuándo comió? When did you eat?
The last year.
The last
The
year.
example is
The last
if
year, the last vacation, the last something, right? That means simple past. Sorry, that means a past situation. So when we talk about hypothetical situations in the past, we use third conditional. ¿Ok? Tenemos que hablar de una situación hipotética ahorita. Si yo fuese, si yo no fuese. ¿Ok? Recuérdese lo que pasó con sus amigos yendo al Tunco y usted yendo a visitar un lugar que no le gusta. ¿Ok? So, ahorita está usted en el lugar. No estuvo ayer. No estuvo hace 2 meses. No fue en la Navidad pasada. Es ahorita. ¿Cuándo fueron sus amigos al Tunco? Fueron ayer. Entonces, aquí es ese momento. Cuando algo pasa ahorita que afectó el ayer. So, o que
Okay.
afectase el ayer. So, es más cosas que no pasan realmente. Los hubiera. Si hubiera esto, no habría esto.
Okay.
Y el problema es eso, guys. The thing is that we are thinking in Spanish. Si yo hubiera comido. Hubiera. If I had eaten. And that's the thing. We say this in past. Claudia, go ahead. And then Cindy.
Yes, I was wondering if my example.
Tell me
is
your example.
okay. If my daughter wasn't sick, she would have participated in the volleyball tournament.
I'm sorry, repeat it again.
If my daughter wasn't sick, she would have participated in the volleyball tournament.
Good, excellent. When is your daughter sick?
In this
Right
moment.
now, today, at this moment. Okay.
Yes, in the volleyball tournament is in this moment.
The volleyball tournament was yesterday.
Okay.
That's why you cannot say present.
Yes.
So
yes,
because
okay.
if you say present, that's another thing. That's zero conditional.
Okay.
So that's the way it goes. Participated, lady. Participated. Careful with the past.
Yes, sorry.
Cindy, go ahead.
Okay, I have a question also on my sentence. Because, okay, I think that it was like an imaginary situation, right? My sentence is this one. If I were a famous singer, I will have travel all over the world.
Good. When you were supposed to be a singer right now.
Yes.
Yesterday, tomorrow, okay? Always. So when was your world tour? In the past, last year, okay? Like that.
Okay, thank you.
So if I, guys, if I had, if I had no, look at this example. If I had no debts. Parece que es third conditional, pero no, guys, porque no hay ningún verbo en participio ahí. If I had no debts, Si yo no tuviese deudas, guys, if I have no debts, I would have bought a
I will be,
I will be
being
happy,
happy.
right now, today.
yeah,
Oh, but you know, I had the possibility to buy, well, it was a bargain, you know, it was a good deal. There was a Mini Cooper that was only for 2 people. It was a Cabrio Mini Cooper. And that one was available last year, I remember, but I had debts, so I couldn't afford that one. If I had no debts, I would have bought that Mini Cooper. I didn't. Okay, look at this one. I have debts right now. Unfortunately, tomorrow I will still have debts. So, and yesterday I had debts as well. So that's something that always happens. So that's a imaginary situation. Diego and then Marta.
Yeah, it's about my example, my sentences. Can you
Go
check it?
ahead.
If I were graduated the last year, I'm not sure how to say, how to pronounce the word.
Let's see. If I were graduated, if I were, give me a second. Let's see. If I were, don't say if I were graduated. If I were senior, no, not senior.
Senior is a position, I guess.
But
Because
also
now
you can use
I'm a
it in,
junior in my.
if I were a graduate, you could say graduate. Graduated, no, that doesn't, you don't say it like that.
Can you write it down on the chat, please?
Si yo fuese un graduado, si yo hubiese egresado, okay? So,
If I
like
were,
that.
if I were a graduate.
If I were graduate.
If I were graduate the last year, or if I were.
No, if I were graduate.
Okay.
Okay.
If I were
Porque si
graduate.
dice last year, eso ya es hipotético en el pasado. Okay. So you need to be careful with it. So you
Okay.
eliminate last year. If I were graduate, si yo fuese egresado, si yo fuese un licenciado already, okay? So,
Okay, if I were graduate, I will have been promoted in my job.
Good. Don't think in the past, think in the present right now. Algo que usted no es en este momento. Algo que usted no hace en este momento que habría afectado el pasado. So that's what you have. Okay? So that's how you change it, and it will be okay in that case. Marta, you had a question.
Yeah, sir, I will have a question because I have not clear about the second part of the sentence. It could be in present or past. I have a confusion with that.
The condition, the if part is in past, but it's a imaginary past. Okay? So usually we use where.
Yeah, but the second part.
The second part would be would have.
Yeah.
Plus past participle.
Well, I wrote an example like this. If I were saved money a year ago.
Careful, you cannot say verb to be with a normal verb. That's not possible. So if I
were.
Not if I were.
Just if I save.
Go ahead.
If I saved money a year ago.
That is past, lady. You can use, but third conditional. If I had saved. Okay.
Okay.
I will. If I had saved a year ago, if I had saved yesterday, if I had traveled last year, if I had gotten married 2 years ago, if I had finished my university, if I had everything that we are saying right there is past. Okay, it already happened. What we say with where is something that hasn't happened yet, and probably it's not going to happen never. if I were a doctor. I am not a doctor. I didn't study medicine. And probably, well, I'm 30 years old. I don't think that I will be a doctor like 40 something years old. So that it's not going to happen. That's where we use this conditional sentence.
Okay, thank
Okay?
you.
So that's how you use it, guys. Sibel, if I had run quickly, that is third conditional. I would have won the competition. Le faltó ahí el have, pero still, that is past. It's not this type of conditional. If I ran quickly, si yo corriese rápido, cosa que no hago, I can do it. Eso es lo que usted me está diciendo. If I ran quickly, si yo corriese rápido, ¿qué hubiera pasado ayer? I would have won the marathon. Okay? I will have won the competition. But I can't because I don't run quickly. So this is a scenario, guys. Understood the idea when do we use this one, guys?
After will, we always need have.
Have, and then you need past participle all the time. Yeah. Question, guys. People, homework for us. What is it going to be our homework? This homework will be created on a Word document, guys. Word document. Okay. You will write down 50 sentences, guys. Okay. For when? Sentences will be handling, guys, next Monday. Okay, will be handling next Monday. What are the sentences? Well, investigate, guys. Don't do it. Try to understand the topic. Second conditional. Those are the ones that you need to use, guys. So at the end, it will be 12, 12, 12. Okay, each of them. And people, make sure you have positive
Yes.
Make sure you have positive sentences, negative sentences, and questions, guys. Okay, positive, negative, and questions. So like, for example, you can make second conditional 4 positive, 4 negative, and 4 questions, and so on, guys. That's what you can do. So for when, guys? Monday. Okay, so you have a lot of days to do it, so work on that one. There's plenty of time, guys. 50 sentences, do 50, do 12 today, 12 tomorrow, and so on, and you won't feel that pressure. Study before you do it, and you send it. Yes, sir, tell me.
Since there are 50 sentences to do, and we have 5 options, it would be 10 sentences each.
No, there are 4 options, so it will be 12 sentences each, y ahí quedan unas de vendaje.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
4 topics, 12 sentences each. Okay,
Friday
and remember,
or
for
for
positive,
Monday?
for negative, for questions. Diego?
Second, third, and mix 1, 2. Thank you.
For Monday. Or,
Monday, before the class, guys. Needs to be there before the class. So you have Thursday, you have Friday, you have Saturday, Sunday, and part of Monday, almost 5 days, guys. So
50
you can
of
do
each
it.
or 50 of all?
I'm sorry, 50 in total, 50 sentences
Okay.
in total. In on a Word document, guys, please.
Teacher, one question.
Go
And
ahead.
it's going to be only for the second conditional, or it will be for the third conditional mixed
There you have,
conditional?
on the group, you will see it. It is
Okay.
second conditional, third conditional, mix 1 and mix 2.
Okay, thank you.
The 4 things that we have seen. Guys,
Sorry, I
here-
have a question.
go ahead.
Where do we have to submit this
Good
homework?
question. It will be submitted here on the group. Send it on the group, guys.
Thank you, sir.
¿Por qué en el grupo, guys? Si hay alguno que no haya entendido. Igual, guys, see, if you have if you just copy it and paste it, I'll see it. So don't do it, guys. So people, that's what we are going to do. Questions? Do you have any question? Tomorrow, guys, we are going to go with pronunciation, okay? We are going to review vowel sounds. That's what we are going to look at, okay? So, and we are going to work a little bit on listening, guys, because tomorrow, Friday, we have our oral test, okay? We have our oral test. And guys, I need you to do the following, people. Mañana les voy a ayudar, guys, but I want you to do the following, people. So, guys, you are going to go to this website. No, you are going to go to this website. I'll send you that one. Have you ever used Flipgrid, guys? Have you ever used this one? No?
Yes,
You have.
Remember.
yes, we did last module.
Last
Nope.
module. Do you have an account already?
Yes.
Okay, good. Excellent. Woo. So that makes things easier. So, guys,
Not for
the
me,
ones
it's
that
the
have
first
not
time.
used it, don't worry, I explain it right now. Yes, Miguel, it's about how to do it. Don't worry, I will explain it. So, guys, let's see. This is the website, guys. I'll send you the website, so please create your account. It's just simple. It's like when you create Facebook, TikTok, or something like that, right? So I'll send you the website right there. So, guys, you are going to sign in with a Microsoft account, or you can sign in with the Google account. So if you click here, sign up with Google, it will ask you to use your account, right? Let's select this one. This is my brother's account. So it will ask you to enter your birthday, your country, and that's it. And it's simple, you know. So let's see, January 1st, 1900. Well, choose your country. You select Croatia. Choose your level. It doesn't matter, right? So you say other, whatever. Doesn't matter, guys. So you go with this one. And that's it, guys. Then what you are going to do is this. Join a group. You are going to be asked for a number. Okay? So tomorrow I'm going to give you the number. Pero quiero que todos creen esto, guys. Okay? So please create it. And then you are going to join to the number. So guys, it's not that complicated. And the ones that already have it, I'll give you tomorrow the number, okay? So guys, y ahí vamos a ocupar para mandar las assignments, guys. Okay, we are almost finishing this one, guys. And Friday, we have a test, well, an oral evaluation, guys. So please be careful and please try to be there, okay? So, los últimos minutos, por favor, guys. Si no pueden toda la clase, that's okay. But the last 20 minutes, please join, okay? Join to the class. So, guys, create the Flipgrid account, please, okay? Do it, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow with it. So, guys, questions, people. No. Okay, good. Let's go to a TOEFL exercise. Please, everybody, get your piece of paper, guys. We are going to work with this one, guys. So, guys, get ready right now, please. Everybody, get your piece of paper, a pen, and everything, guys. Let's go. So, guys, let's get ready. Are you ready, people? Let's go. Please, guys, remember, don't take notes. Try to memorize what they are saying, guys. And let's go with this one, guys. Let's go.
Listen to part of a university lecture by a professor of fine arts. We're now going to spend some time, class, talking about the...
Give me just a second, guys.
Yes, it sounds low.
Listen to part of a university lecture by a professor of fine arts. We're now going to spend some time, class, talking about the most revolutionary, the most prodigious artist in the history of modern Western art. Do you know who I'm talking about? Of course, it's Pablo Picasso. He was the artist who invented Cubism. He was the artist who invented collage. And he was the artist who experimented with more styles and media than probably any other artist in history, with the possible exception of Leonardo da Vinci. And what I'm passing out to you now are figures of some of Picasso's most famous and most revolutionary paintings. Picasso was born in Spain in 1881, and he died in France in 1973. So his life spanned most of the development of what we call modern art. He was a child prodigy. He began studying art very early under his father, who was in fact an art teacher, and in 1897, at the age of 16, he entered the Royal Academy of Arts in Madrid. In fact, he passed their entrance examination in a single day, even though applicants were given a month to do this. But after only a year there, he felt bored and stifled and he dropped out. He went back to Barcelona where he hung out with the other artists and musicians in the cafes for a while, and then he visited Paris where he had a chance to see the works of such radical artists as Seurat, Monet, Cézanne, Van Gogh, and Toulouse-Lautrec, all of whom were, in their own unique ways, going beyond the realistic values of Renaissance illusionism. Picasso lived in Paris and Barcelona alternately for several years, from 1900 to 1904, and then he set up a permanent studio in Paris. 1901 to 1904 is known as Picasso's Blue Period, when he was a starving artist and sometimes had to burn his own drawings to keep warm. All his paintings during this period were done in somber shades of blue, and they depicted thin, depressed figures, paupers, and homeless people. If you look at the handout I gave you, you'll see an example of his Blue Period, The Old Guitarist, painted in 1903. Not a very happy-looking fellow, is he? From 1904 then to 1905, Picasso passed through his Rose Period, when he began to use warmer, more tender colors like pinks and beiges, and his subjects became circus performers and harlequins and clowns. You can see his most famous painting from this period on the sheet, his Family of Saltimbanquis from 1905. You'll notice, though, that this quiet group of circus performers still look alienated and uncommunicative, though they are treated more kindly than he treated the old guitar player. All of Picasso's paintings were rather two-dimensional up to this point, but then he began exploring pictorial volume, and this led to one of his most revolutionary works, Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, which he painted in 1917. This is usually considered the first Cubist painting. You can see how Picasso reduces the ladies' figures to a series of wide, intersecting planes that are aligned with the surface of the canvas. In this way, they suggest a dissected, multiple view of the world. This was a radically new, abstract pictorial language. In my handout, you'll also find some other examples of how Picasso's Cubism developed between 1907 and 1921. Woman with a Guitar is from 1912, for instance, and Three Musicians, which is a masterpiece of his later synthetic Cubism style, was painted in 1921. You can see in the Three Musicians how Picasso's planes have become much broader and much more simple, and how they exploit color so much more. The invention of Cubism is Picasso's greatest contribution to art. He was also interested in many other arts, in sculpture, ceramics, graphics, printmaking, and even in stage design. And he experimented imaginatively in all of these areas. Also, as early as 1911, he began to include newspaper clippings and other realia into some of his paintings, and he thus invented collage. His first and most famous collage is Still Life with Chair Caning. You can see it on your sheet. You can see that in addition to the painted lemon and wine glasses, it includes some fragments of literary letters and a piece of oilcloth, and Picasso framed it himself with a length of real rope. And of course, I should mention Guernica, the last painting on your handout, which is an extraordinary landmark of modern art, an infuriated Cubist condemnation of war and the atrocities of war that's still unmatched today. Picasso painted it in 1937, just after the Spanish town of Guernica was bombed in an air raid by German planes during the Spanish Civil War. You can feel the brutality, the pain, and the suffering in his images of screaming people and animals. And you can see how Picasso could turn his art so effectively into political statement. By 1945, Picasso was well established as one of the great masters of modern art, but he continued to experiment with styles and techniques throughout his life. We'll be looking at him again later in the term when we examine Cubism, Surrealism, and other modern visual movements in more detail.
Very informative, guys. Let's go with the question. So this is question number 1. Question number 2, guys. Question number 3, guys. Number 4. Number 5, guys. And number 6. Before we go to the answers, guys, send it to the group. Everybody, please. Let's go right now. Send them to the WhatsApp group, guys. Let's go. Go ahead, guys. Send it, please. Send it over. Pretty informative. Little bit long, but don't worry. Ours will be shorter than this. It is like 2 minutes. The one that we will use to make our test. Tomorrow, guys, I will try to work a lot with these lectures, guys. Okay, we are going to listen to lectures. They are quite long, like this one. So that's what we're going to be working on. Okay, guys, let's see. Let's go right now and let's see the answer. And score yourself, guys. Score yourself. So you can send your score to the WhatsApp group as well. So each question, well, from 1 to 6. So the first one, guys, how has the lecture organized by periods of development? He's saying the first stage, second, well, the audio, sorry, was saying like that. Okay. Number 2, guys, why does the lecture mention Leonardo da Vinci as a measure of Picasso productivity? I remember they said no artist is better than Picasso, by exception of Leonardo da Vinci. So it's a measure of productivity, right? Not influence. We're not talking about Renaissance. We're not talking about he didn't like him. Okay. The next one, guys, number 3. Which fact supports the statement that Picasso was a child prodigy? He studied under, no, he passed the Academy Arts examination in 1 day. Usually it took months for students, but he did it in 1 day. So he was really intelligent. How did Picasso Cubist paintings develop? The planes became more complex, okay? Had more complexity. All the planes, he had all the pictures he was painting, right? What is Guernica? So that is a period, right? So it's a period. And no, sorry, that's not a period, that is a town. Number 5, how did Cubist paintings develop? No, I got screwed up here. Give me a second. So which is considered Picasso's first Cubist painting? Les Demoiselles, I don't know, d'Avignon. Okay, so that's the first one. This one right here. How did Picasso Cubist painting? So the planes become simpler. So that, I don't know if you have seen like the picture that is like red, yellow, white, and it costs millions. That's Picasso's one. So this one, and the last one, guys, it's a town, okay, that was bombed by the Germans during the Spanish Civil War. So guys, that's it. How did you feel this one, guys? Let's see, Jose.
Well, in this lecture, I think that I could understood some different words I can hear, but just well, I can, to be honest, just some important things. Like I try to focus in like in the names for cities and years and names.
Okay.
Just I try to focus on this, and about that he talked about mosaicos, something like that. So I am trying to understand a little
And you
bit
know,
more, I think.
that's the thing. Try to get vocabulary. That's how can you improve listening, guys? By reading. It's quite weird, right? But if you have vocabulary, you know what they are talking about. So this one, guys, probably we don't know a lot about history, about art movements, right? Probably we are not familiar with it, but if we know vocabulary, we will understand more. Sibel says that was difficult. Why was it difficult, lady?
Because we didn't we didn't have to take notes, and then there is a lot of information.
A lot of
to-
information. Mhm.
to remember, right? And it's yeah, complicated when you have to respond answers and you have a lot of information. It's really complicated to remember all the whole things, right?
Yeah.
And that's why.
Guys, until the end of this one, guys, we are going to focus on lectures. I hope we continue next module, guys, because next module we will see reading, guys. We are going to see reading techniques, vocabulary techniques, stuff like that. So I hope to continue with you guys. And yeah, let's get it in that way. People, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, everyone. And take care, guys. Bye from now. Please, hagan su Flipgrid, guys. Hagan el Flipgrid. Y mañana les doy el código, guys. Bye, people.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Everybody
sir.
have a
Have a good night,
rainy
everyone.
Have a good night.
Enjoy the
Bye.
rain, guys.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.